The elders were already seated, inside a beautifully decorated African hut with a modern touch. Traditional mats were laid perfectly on the ground. Their voices were low, serious, and ready. Outside, the tents were up. The food was ready. Guests had gathered in anticipation. It was supposed to be the happiest day of 25-year-old Precious Baloyi's life, a day where her family would proudly give her hand in marriage, a day filled with ululations, celebration, and honor. Even the weather felt like a blessing. Not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. Perfect for Zitsonga traditional dances to fill the yard with joy. But as time passed, something felt wrong, because the people who were supposed to arrive never did. No phone call, no explanation, no Lobola negotiations, just silence. And in that silence, a young woman's dignity was tested in front of her entire village. Precious Baloyi, just 25 years old, was a woman raised with strong values, respect, culture, and faith. She understood that marriage was not just about love, but about family, honor, and tradition. To her, Lobola was not just a process, it was a sacred beginning. Precious met Abel Nkuna, a 33-year-old man, at an entrepreneurship workshop. It was one of those spaces filled with ambition, dreams, and networking. Their first interaction was simple. A brief introduction, a short conversation, an exchange of numbers, nothing dramatic. But later, the conversations grew, from occasional messages, to daily calls, to something that slowly felt like love. Abel came across as intentional. He spoke about marriage early. He made plans. He created a vision. He took Precious out on beautiful dates, nice restaurants, soft life experiences, moments that made her feel chosen, but there was something she never questioned. Every outing was paid for with a credit card. Swipe after swipe. There were no real conversations about financial stability. No clarity about how things were sustained. Just presentation. And she believed it. When Abel asked to meet her family and formally declare his intentions, Precious was overjoyed. To her, this was confirmation. God had answered her prayers. She told her friend, who asked carefully, "Chomi, don't you think things are moving a bit fast?" But Precious smiled and replied, "There's no need to waste time when you know what you want. God has our back." When she told her father, he responded calmly, "Bring him. I have a few questions for him." Her mother, however, was more cautious. "I need time to pray, my daughter. Marriage is a big step." But Precious was certain, "Mama, you will love him." Her mother gently replied, "I will support you, but I must also guide you." The day came for Abel to visit. He arrived well-dressed, a white collared shirt, a royal blue blazer, jeans, and clean white sneakers. He smelled good, looked respectful, carried himself well. In his hand was an expensive non-alcoholic wine. Precious welcomed him warmly. Inside, her parents were waiting. He greeted respectfully, bowing his head slightly. Her father shook his hand. Her mother welcomed him with a soft hug. He was invited to sit. Abel spoke confidently. He said he had found the woman he had been praying for. He didn't want to waste time. Her father asked about his work. Abel explained he owned a trucking business generating strong monthly income, assuring them Precious would be well cared for. Her mother asked about his background. He shared a story of growing up in poverty and now supporting his family as the breadwinner. He promised to formally introduce Precious to his family soon. He gave all the right answers. Her father nodded with approval. Her mother smiled, but her spirit remained unsettled. When Precious visited Abel's family, they welcomed her warmly. Smiles, laughter, hospitality. Everything seemed perfect, except for one person, a teenage niece. She was distant, cold, uncomfortable. Her attitude felt almost disrespectful. When Precious asked Abel, he dismissed it. "She's just going through a phase." Precious believed him, but what she didn't know was, That young girl was trying to warn her. 2 women from Abel's family were sent to deliver a letter. Inside, it was a proposed date for Lobola negotiations. Precious' family welcomed them warmly, but privately, her mother expressed concern. Something doesn't feel right. We hardly know this man. Her father responded, we must pray and trust we raised our daughter well. Precious agreed to the date without hesitation. 2 weeks before the ceremony, Precious asked Abel for money to cover small preparation costs. He told her he could not touch the Lobola money and suggested she borrow, promising to refund her later. She accepted this explanation. Her father stepped in to assist with preparations. Her mother, however, prayed even more intensely, 3 times a day, quietly interceding for her daughter. The day arrived, and everything was beautiful. Precious looked breathtaking, a perfect blend of modern elegance and Xitsonga tradition. Her friends arrived in matching outfits, full of joy and support. A professional makeup artist enhanced her natural glow. She looked like a bride already. She even hired a videographer to capture every moment. But that camera would only capture the beginning. Inside the hut, the elders sat in dignity, ready to negotiate Lobola, ready to honor tradition, ready to give their daughter's hand in marriage. Outside, everything was perfect except the groom's family had not arrived. Time passed. 1 hour, then 2, then 3. Earlier that morning, Abel had texted, "You will be my wife in a few hours. I love you." Now, his phone was off. No one from his family could be reached. Whispers began. The atmosphere changed. Inside the house, Precious sat quietly, still beautifully dressed, still hoping. And then, the truth became clear. They were not coming. No apology, no explanation, just absence. And in African tradition, that absence is not small, it is loud, it is disrespect. Precious broke down, not just because of love, but because of humiliation. The hut, the elders, the guests, everything prepared for nothing. And in that moment, she remembered the niece, and suddenly, everything made sense. Her father stood up, strong, protective, and addressed everyone. Today, we do not shame my daughter, we honor her. A broken engagement is far better than a broken marriage. He looked at her and said, "My child, you are deeply loved." And just like that, he restored her dignity. Looking back, Precious saw clearly. A lifestyle built on credit, rushed processes, ignored warnings, a family that stayed silent out of fear, a niece who tried to speak without words. Precious chose to rise. She learned. Not every provider is stable, not every family is honest. Silence can hide truth. Wise counsel should never be ignored. She still wonders why. But she has made peace, even without closure. This story leaves us with important questions. Should Lobola be secured, even via EFT before celebrations begin? Are we preserving culture or performing it? And when families protect breadwinners over truth, who suffers? Because at the end of the day, Lobola is not about money. It is about honor. And when honor does not arrive, nothing else should begin. Now, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Should situations like this be handled legally to protect others from becoming victims? Have you ever seen or experienced something like this, and how was it dealt with? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell for more powerful stories.